Hello my fellow freedom builders and welcome back to the channel. Today the video is about some new swing trading candidates. I made some a week and a half ago, and a lot of people have asked me to sum up how have they done so far and if I can give you some new candidates, and of course I will. Just remember that these are candidates. They are potential winners, but you need to do your own research as always, so that's just important to say here in the beginning. First of all, let's have a look at some of the stocks that I mentioned, or actually all of the stocks I mentioned last time. Now, my screen here is a bit different than normally, and that is because one of my subscribers on my Danish subscription service, he has programmed this little indicator here, so that frees up some space down here. And as you can see, if you've been following me for a while, you know that on my weekly chart I have this red, yellow, green indicator which zone I'm allowed to buy in. And normally I mostly look at stocks that are in green zone. For my swing trading candidates, I have the potential of looking at yellow zone stocks, but red zone is absolutely forbidden. Alright, if you want to know more about this indicator, I have made tons of videos about it, so I'll not take much of your time today. The first stock I mentioned last time was this Jones Lang LaSalle, I think it is. And as you can see here, it was about, I think it was the 24th or 23rd. It was in a weekend I made the video last time. And what I said with this Jones Lang here is that it had just popped up over this area, and I would like to see some sort of little retracement and then a bounce off this area. And it went down, but it went through, and right now it's not really in a buy zone, not for my here and now swing trading. So this one I would not have taken from the video last time. The next one, Lithium Motors, did exactly as I suspected, or as I had hoped for. This one I would have taken here, and you could say that it would have been a better deal taking it down here, bouncing off the 20 SMA, and yes, it would have. But at least it is a bit in the positive right now with 3.6% or something like that. So an okay little swing trade, and you can decide if you want to be a trend follower and have a trailing stop that comes beneath here. There are a ton of ways to do that. Or if you want to have some sort of target up here around 5 or 10% or something like that to go for. But you can see here the entry zone would be in the green area here, in our green zone, so that is absolutely perfect. That is the Lithium Motors, so that one would have been a little winner so far. Then we have the BRP here with the ticker symbol DOO, D-O-O-O. And here was the 25th, the first day we could trade. I think I wouldn't have taken it directly here. It was bouncing off the 20 SMA. I would probably have gotten in the day after here. So we would have a little winner here, not as large as it could have been, but again 3.5%, 4% here in about a week and a half. So that is absolutely okay. The last one of the four from last time is the LPX here, the Louisiana Pacific. And what I said about this one here is that I would like to see some sort of break. So we might have taken it on this here if we got a bit eager and wanted to take it the same day as it broke up here. My strategy is that I do like to see the break and then a retracement and then a bounce. So this one I would probably not have taken it myself, but even if we did, if we had taken it here, we would be in a break even right now, so that is fine enough. So that is the four, not the biggest of winners, but most of them are actually in the positive, and we would not have lost significantly, even though the market have been a bit strange here. So let's get on to the four new candidates. Now today I'll not go too much in depth with the fundamentals. I'll just give you the candidates, and you can use the different platforms. I can show you what I use here, and we'll have a look at them. But first of all, we have something called the CIT group. As you can see, it is in the green zone. And this is compared to the US SPY. This shifts automatically. If I have a Danish stock, it shifts automatically to the Danish index and so on. Very smart. As you can see here, There might be some sort of resistance area up here, but this is mostly a swing trade, so you could consider taking it for some sort of a jump. But right here we can see that it is jumping, actually mostly of the 50 SMA here. It's not my favorite, but it is jumping nicely up here. It's breaking the tops, and if we're going in here in the Stockopedia, we can see here that it has a 52 of stock rank. As you know, the fundamentals are not of the most importance when we're using swing trades. I do like to see them making money though, and we can see the PEG ratio here is at 0.7, meaning that the current PE ratio divided by the estimated growth next year should be below 2. That means we are not paying too much for future growth, and as you can see here, this one holds up quite nicely. We can see that it is not growing like crazy on the earnings per share, but again, for swing trade it is actually okay. Free cash flow is jumping up and down a bit, and they are bringing down their debt. So these are some of the things I'm just looking at briefly here in Stockopedia. I'll put a link to it below. I think they have some discount running right now. Again, they are often doing that at 25% or something like that. So this is how I look at the swing trading candidates. Nothing big, nothing heavy, just making sure they're not just about to collapse. So let's just run through the last 4 here on technical analysis. They are okay candidates, but some of them are actually losing money, but they are getting a smaller loss every year. So I just want to see some improvement. Here we have the Evolent Health, and I should apologize. I would actually have made this video yesterday or the day before, so some of them you could have gotten in a bit cheaper. I was catching this one on the bounce here on the 20 SMA, but I still think there is some room to the upside here. You can see the overall weekly trend is great, and you can go for a swing up here in the Evolent Health EVH. So that is a potential candidate I'm looking at. We have the Secure Works Corp. This one is not completely there yet, but I just brought it in here to show you that this is actually my favorite setup of them all. That is this triangle setup where there is the sellers coming in at least 2 or 3 times here, selling at the exact same point around the 15, and we can see the buyers jumping in earlier and earlier. They're eager to get in. They don't want to wait too much for the next retracement here and then miss it, so they're jumping in quicker and quicker, and all of a sudden maybe it'll take a bit of a dip here, and all of a sudden maybe we'll break this top, and you can buy on the break, or you can wait for a little retracement before it continues. But this setup is one of my absolute favorite setups, and it is especially if the break can come with a big volume spike here. That is really something I like. So Secure Works Corp, it is not completely there yet, but have a look at it. The last one is the SM Energy Company. And again, this one, I'm sorry, I should have given you a couple of days ago, but again, I still think there is some nice move to the upside here. It has been a violent move up here, and as you can see, as long as it is in the green zone here on the weekly chart, this is from about here, we can pretty much take all the retracements. We could have gotten in for a swing here. We could have gotten in here, maybe here. We could have gotten in here or here. Right now, you could discuss, should I take it from the break of this top? And I would say yes. I think you can do it. If you have a good strict stop loss rule in place, I don't think this is really a problem. Of course, this break today where it really gets up now, it's pretty early in the trading day yet, but I would like to see this volume profile here, or this volume bar, getting up at least at the same height as this one, just to make sure that it is with good strong volume that the buyers are coming in here. You can see that if we took something here or here, where that would have been with some very great volume up here. The same thing here. So we do like to see these breaks to the upside, that they are done with a lot of volume, so it shows some strength. But these are the 4 candidates. As I said, there is the SM Energy, there is the Secure Works. It's not completely there yet, we have the Evolent Health, and we do have the CIT Group. Have a look at them for yourself and maybe dig a bit deeper into the fundamentals, read some news, see if something is happening here. And again, you might have your own distinct exit rule. Some people are taking some sort of stop loss. Some people are using the AGR to set the stop loss. And some people are working with a fixed target up here. I'm mostly going for some trend following strategy where I have a moving stop loss, a trailing stop loss going underneath the price, and at some point I'm stopped out. But that is completely up to you and your own trading strategy. However, you must have an exit rule before you enter a trade. I see way too many people on Facebook saying, oh no, I'm in this stock, it dropped 50%, what should I do? That tells me that they didn't have a very strict trading plan before they entered, and I often write to them that I can simply not tell them whether they should buy or sell this stock, but I can tell from their question that they didn't have a plan, and I suggest that they quickly come up with one. That's about it for today. I hope you'll have a very nice weekend, and I'll be back next week with some more interesting videos. Talk to you soon. Take care of yourself and your money out there. Bye.